What's going on, guys? You know, the NBA playoffs are in full effect. Baseball season just started, but there's only one competition that we here at Screen Junkies really care about. Who's gonna win the summer box office? We have an awesome panel of critics to break down what the top 10 grossing films of the summer are gonna be. First up, Christian Harloff. He's from the super popular Schmoes Know podcast. She is a film critic for the LA Times, LA Weekly. Make some noise for Amy Nicholson. He is the host of Badass Digest with Devin Faraci. It's Devin Faraci. So guys, we're breaking down what we think the top 10 grossing films of the summer are gonna be. Let's read your list and see where you stand. First up, let's look at Christian's top 10. You got Iron Man at number 1. Ballsy choice, putting Elysium on the list. Next up, we have Amy's list, also Iron Man 3 at number 1, but you have The Great Gatsby on there, putting a lot of faith in Baz Luhrmann. All right, looking at Devin Faraci's top 10, we have some expected choices, Man of Steel, Monsters U, but he also included The Lovable Smurfs. Finally, we have my list, the correct list, 100% guaranteed. So we can all agree that Iron Man 3 is going to be the #1 box office movie this summer. Why?
You know, Iron Man 3 has the advantage because it's the first movie of the summer, so it's going to play longer than anything else on any of our lists. Also, it's really great, and I think it's exactly what people want out of a Marvel movie.
Let's get serious for a second. We got to talk Star Trek 2, Star Trek Into Darkness. Devin and Amy, you guys have it at 8, 9, 9, 8.
I had it at 8.
I have it at 9.
I got it at 2.
That movie is going to be high.
There's no chance. I mean, setting aside the fact that the movie's garbage, it's not a popular franchise, it's struggled to get to $200 million, it's probably going to struggle again to get to $200 million. This summer, $200 million is not putting you in the top 5.
The first part, as far as seeing it, I can't say I haven't seen it yet, but...
He hasn't seen it either.
He hasn't seen
you
it
haven't seen
either!
How do you know? Because you heard someone say it?
His buddy told him!
Come on.
I've got a little bit of information on this.
Oh, but all right. Well, that aside, it is going to blow up. It's going to be one of the biggest movies this summer.
I just think we also, though, have to take consideration placement because it's in May. It's coming out right before Hangover and Fast and Furious, and I think it's just not going to get the legs it needs.
That's a power weekend with Hangover 3 and Fast and Furious.
And I think it's crazy those two films are going head-to-head in the first place.
So what's the consensus here? Who wins, Fast or Hangover?
Overall, I'm going Fast.
I'm going Fast, too. I think it lends itself more to repeat viewings.
I'm going to go Fast 6 all the way.
This is such a geek-cluttered summer that I think some of these geek films on our list are going to have to get pushed out.
I understand that.
And I'm going with Elysium and I'm going with Wolverine. I don't think those two are going to do anything. I think they're going to be the two that fall. You have Paul Feig, the director of Bridesmaids, coming back into the game with the Melissa McCarthy comedy. That's got to be at number 10, which is where you put it, too. So
I'll give you Elysium maybe, but there's no way. Wolverine, the fact that what Mangold has done just in the trailers to get rid of that last piece of garbage that came out.
The trailers where Wolverine's crying the whole time about how sad he is. He's Wolverine. That's what America really is looking for right now, is the whiniest emo version of Wolverine.
What about the part when he's running up to the guy and doing old school snickety, snickety, snick? He's going straight up Wolverine style.
And then the part where he's floating on the train, too. That looked really great. That looked like absolute dog
because of those two scenes, you think there's no way Wolverine's going to be in the top 10?
I think because the last Wolverine movie was like a genocidal campaign against moviegoers. I think that really hurts.
What if he starts singing in this one?
500 million.
Man of Steel. Devin, you're a big Man of Steel fan, I hear.
Well, I just think it's going to be great. I mean, I'm a big Zack Snyder fan. I know that's like uncool to say. And I know that Warner Brothers is so hot for this movie. They think this is the thing. And I think that we finally get a movie where Superman's punching dudes. And that's, I think, all we've been looking for decades now is please punch something. Don't cry and lift up an island.
That was the problem with Ang Lee's Hulk. Yeah. Like, what is Hulk supposed to do? Smash. What did he do? Have daddy issues. So
there's so much with Man of Steel. It looks like they're getting it right. And one of the main things, too, this is Superman and not Superboy like we got in 2006.
I hope in 20 years we're talking about Michael Shannon's Zod in the same way that we talk about Terrence Stamp's Zod. Because I love Michael Shannon, and I'm so excited to see him blow up.
Well, and also I think, the thing I was saying Wolverine is like the emo Wolverine. Oh, I don't want to be Wolverine anymore. Oh, I can't die. This is Superman. He has emotional stuff going on, but it's aspirational emotional stuff. It's all positive. It's I am confused, but I'm finding my way. It's not about like, I'm going to quit and have to be talked into being Wolverine again.
Well, or Spider-Man 3 dancing on pianos. And
that I will go toe-to-toe on Spider-Man 3, how that is brilliant and totally in character for Peter Parker.
Stop it.
Because Peter Parker's a dweeb. It's a dweeb's version of evil.
Dancing
it isn't
and
real.
crying and crying.
Exactly.
That's not Spider-Man. No,
That's
different
100%
show.
Spider-Man.
Do we want to break down Topher Grace's Venom?
I thought that was a great choice because Venom in the comics. So Venom, Eddie Brock.
They're being sarcastic.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go for Spider-Man 3 right now. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's
No one
fight.
I know, we should.
There's a very successful duo with an offering this summer, Gore Verbinski, Johnny Depp, Lone Ranger, but only one of us has Lone Ranger on their list.
Yeah, I mean it's Johnny Depp in a funny hat, so I
Yeah.
think it'll open. Nobody's gonna like it. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna make $275 million, and not a single person is gonna like it.
I agree, and I think if it pops in 7 or even 6, I wouldn't be surprised at all because this is a light family movie that you could take your kids to because it's so goofy as far as like Johnny Depp doing the silly faces the whole time. I agree. I think that it could definitely be up there.
There's a movie that looks like it could be pretty cool, could be kind of lame. Pacific Rim.
It looks so cool. It has jumped onto one of the movies I want to see the most in the summer, not just how much I think it's going to make. There's a shot in one of these trailers where one of the robots has a full submarine in his hand and uses it as a baseball bat against the monsters. Sign me in.
This is a film that, like, you're 9 years old in 2013. This is a movie that's going to change your whole life.
I have it on 5. That's kind of an aspirational position for me because I want to believe that this summer it won't just be about like sequels and franchises. We'll get to start one. Like audiences will invest money in something next and in something new.
There are so many sequels and franchises this summer. And like I was looking at the list of sequels, it's like Grown Ups 2. Do we want more Grown Up? Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
That's Devin Faraci.
I wouldn't have blamed him for leaving at all. That's the first sequel that Adam Sandler does. Why not Happy Gilmore? Why not Billy Madison? I'll
Yeah.
take one of those. Why this one?
But you got the Taylor Lautner factor in there.
I put myself through the pain and watched the MTV Movie Awards this year. Taylor Lautner did comedy. It was like death.
For that reason alone, he's a perfect fit for grown-ups too.
Guys, I want to thank you so much. It was great talking to you about movies. We really geeked out here. Think you can out-geek these movie critics? Leave your top 10 list in the comments section below. Whoever comes closest to the actual top 10 gets 2 Screen Junkies t-shirts. One for you, one for your mom. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Hal Rudnick. Bye-bye.